同学们，大家好。今天我们要讲解的是龙腾第4册第2课 Boat Schools Making Waves in Education 水上学校掀起教育新浪潮下集。本集向同学介绍孟加拉水上学校上课的方式。透过这些水上教室，孟加拉的儿童及成人都能获得更高品质的教育，拥有更光明的未来。让我们一起来看看课文内容吧。Every morning, 6 days a week, students wait at the docks near their muddy villages for the boat schools to sail by and pick them up. Aside from traditional subjects, students also study environmental topics like biodiversity and water pollution. Every morning, 6 days a week, 每天早晨，每周6天 students wait at the docks, 学生们会在 docks 码头等待。Near their muddy villages， 这些码头在他们所居住的泥泞村庄附近。Muddy 是形容词，指泥泞的。我们看例句 ：Please do not walk in the house with muddy boots on. You will get the carpet dirty. 不要把泥泞的靴子穿进屋子里，你会弄脏地毯的。我们继续往下看，这些学生在等候什么呢 ？The boat schools to sail by and pick them up. 水上学校开过来接他们。这里的 by 为副词，表经过，其他用法包括 pass by 路过， run by 跑步经过， drop by 顺道拜访等等。而当我们想表达载某人时，就可以用跟课文中一样 pick somebody up 的形式。接下来我们注意一下本句结构，这句使用了 wait for 接受词接 to 接原形动词的结构，表示等待做什么事情的意思。下一句开头的 aside from 指除了之外，所以 aside from traditional subjects 便指除了传统的科目之外 ，students also study environmental topics， 学生们也研读环境议题 ，like biodiversity and water pollution， 如生物多样性及水污染。Each learning session lasts 3 hours. When the session is over, the boat takes the students back to their village and then sails on to the next village to pick up another 30 students for another session. Each learning session lasts 3 hours. 每次上课历时3小时。Session 是名词，表示从事某项活动的一段时间。例句 ：The athlete twisted his ankle in a training session last Friday. 这位运动员上周五在训练时扭伤了脚踝。When the session is over， 课程结束后 ，the boat takes the students back to their village， 船就把学生载回村庄 ，and then sails on to the next village， 然后继续开往下一个村庄。这里的 on 为副词，表继续，如 move on、keep on 等等。我们继续往下看。To pick up another 30 students for another session， 接另一批30位学生进行另一堂课程。Another 后面通常接单数名词，但有时如果把数字加复数名词视为一个单位时 ，another 后面也可以像课文一样接复数名词。After school, many students receive low-cost solar lanterns that enable them to study at night.Also, in the evenings, the boat schools project educational films onto their sailcloth, which can be viewed by villagers from near their homes. After school, 放学后 many students receive low-cost solar lanterns, 许多学生拿到低成本的太阳能提灯 that enable them to study at night. Enable 接 somebody 接 to 接原形动词，指使某人能够。所以 enable them to study at night 便指让他们晚上可以读书，而这里的 that 是主格关系代名词，引导形容词子句修饰先行词 lanterns， 在这边也可以代换成 which。Also, in the evenings， 此外在傍晚 the boat schools project educational films onto their sailcloth。Project 在这里是动词，表示投射、投影。例句 ：Laser images were projected onto a screen. 雷射图像被投射到了荧幕上。所以这段的意思便是，水上学校也将教育影片投影在他们的船帆上。 which can be viewed by villagers from near their homes. 村民可以从住家附近观看。The floating classrooms benefit not only children but also adults. They offer onboard training in practical issues like nutrition, health and hygiene, and human rights. Both schools also teach adults various farming techniques, such as growing flood-resistant crops. 段落开头的 floating 为现在分词，当形容词修饰 classrooms 有主动之意。其他的类似用法如 falling leaf、flying robot、talking robot 等等。The floating classrooms 表示漂浮的教室。Benefit not only children but also adults， 不仅嘉惠儿童，也嘉惠成人。这里使用了 not only but also 的形式，指不仅，还有。同学们要注意，使用 not only but also 时，连接的两个对象必须属性相同，如两个名词、两个动词或两个子句等等。我们继续往下看。They offer onboard training in practical issues.Practical 是形容词，指实际的。我们看小黑板。What's the use of theoretical knowledge that has no practical application? 理论知识如果没办法实际应用，那又有什么用呢？而 issue 是名词，为议题的意思。例句 Representatives from around the world gathered at this meeting to discuss some international issues. 来自世界各国的代表在这个会议聚集，一同讨论一些国际议题。那了解这两个单字后，我们就可以知道 They offer onboard training in practical issues 表示他们在船上提供实用议题的训练 like nutrition 例如营养 Nutrition 是名词，指营养学、营养物质。例句 Good nutrition is essential if patients are to make a quick recovery 病人如果要迅速康复，必须补足营养 Health and hygiene 健康与卫生Hygiene 为本课单字，是名词，指卫生。例句 The dentist stressed the need for good oral hygiene. 这位牙医十分强调口腔卫生的重要性。And human rights 以及人权。Both schools also teach adults. 水上学校也教导成人。Various farming techniques 各式各样的农业技术 ，such as growing flood-resistant crops.Resistant 是形容词，指抵抗的，有抵抗力的。例句 The scientist said the bacteria is resistant to several antibiotics. 科学家表示该细菌能够抵抗部分种类的抗生素。所以 growing flood-resistant crops 便指种植耐水患的作物。
Such training makes it possible for the villagers to increase productivity so as to ensure sufficient food and year-round income.The both schools even offer lessons on financial management so that people may better manage their money. Such training makes it possible for the villagers to increase productivity so as to ensure sufficient food and year-round income. 这样的训练使得农民能够增加生产力，以确保有足够的食物以及整年都有收入。首先我们看到单字 productivity 它是一个名词，代表生产率。例句如 Studies shows that if a working environment is pleasant, productivity increases. 研究显示，如果工作环境舒适，生产效率也会提高。Sufficient 则是一个形容词，代表充足的、足够的。例句如 I'm not convinced we have sufficient funds to do this project. 我不相信我们有足够的资金来执行这项计划。Year-round 是形容词，代表整年的。Income 是名词，代表收入、收益。例句如 The company's income has greatly improved. Profit rose more than 50% last year. 公司收入大为改善，去年的利润上涨了50%。接着我们来看文法的部分。首先这里的 it 是虚主词，代替后面真正的受词 to increase productivity。下面我们看到 so as to 加上原形动词，表示为了点点点以便点点点。否定的用法是 so as not to 加上原形动词。so as to 还有 in order to 意思是相同的，但是 in order to 可以放在句首， so as to 则不行。 The both schools even offer lessons on financial management so that people may better manage their money. 水上学校甚至提供财务管理的课程，好让人们可以更妥善地管理自己的钱财。我们看到本课单字 financial， 它是一个形容词，代表财务的、金融的。例句如 The company needs more financial assistance from the government. 该公司需要更多的政府金援。文法部分，我们看到 so that 加上一个主词再加动词，这是为了、以便的意思，跟 in order that 的意思是一样的。The boat school concept has now been adopted by other countries at risk of flooding, including Cambodia, Nigeria, and the Philippines. 我们来看 risk 这个单字，它是风险、危险的意思，是一个名词。例句如 In this business, the risks and the rewards are high. 这个行业的风险和回报都很高。At risk of 是一个片语，代表有危险或者冒着什么样的风险。例句如 An estimated 7 million people are at risk of starvation. 预计有700万人都暴露在饥荒的风险下。Nigeria 是奈及利亚，而 the Philippines 则是指菲律宾。文法的部分，我们看 has now been adopted， 它这是现在完成式的被动语态。The boat school program has made it possible for many around the world to rise above flood waters, overcome geographical barriers, and improve their lives. The boat school program has made it possible for many around the world to rise above flood waters. 水上学校计划已经使全世界许多人战胜洪水。Rise above 是一个片语，代表克服困难或是克服限制。例句如 He rose above his pain. 他战胜了疼痛。Overcome geographical barriers. 克服地理障碍。Geographical 是一个形容词，代表地理学的。例句如 Local unions represent employees within a particular geographical area. 当地工会代表居住在特定地理区域之内的受雇者。Barrier 是一个名词，代表隔阂或者是阻碍。例句如 The mountains act as a natural barrier to the spread of the disease. 群山成为了阻止这疾病扩散的天然屏障。And improve their lives. 并改善他们的生活。Indeed, both classrooms seem to have created opportunities for high-quality education for both children and adults. In doing so, these schools have provided brighter futures for people living in countries that frequently suffer from severe flooding. Indeed, 的确，确实，它是一个副词，同样的说法还有 truly 跟 certainly。例句请看小黑板。Evidence suggests that errors may indeed be occurring. 证据显示可能确实出错了。Both classrooms seem to have created opportunities for high-quality education for both children and adults. 水上教室似乎已经为儿童以及成人创造了得到高品质教育的机会。Opportunity 是机会、时机，一个名词。例句如I used to love going out dancing, but I don't get much opportunity now. 我以前喜欢去跳舞，但现在我没有什么机会可以去。In doing so, these schools have provided brighter futures for people living in countries that frequently suffer from severe flooding. 这些学校这样做，已经为住在频频发生严重水患国家的人民提供了更光明的未来。我们来看in 加上 VNG 这里，它就等于 when 加上 VNG， 当做什么事情的时候。Severe 是形容词，代表非常严重的。例句如 In parts of Africa, there is a severe water shortage. 非洲的一些地方存在着严重的水资源短缺问题。最后我们看一个文法 Living in countries that frequently suffer from severe flooding 这里是现在分词片语，有形容词子句 who live in countries that frequently suffer from severe flooding 简化而来。以上就是本课的课程内容。如今穆罕默德·雷兹万创办的非营利组织拥有111艘船只，每年服务超过1万户家庭。水上学校的模式也已经被复制到菲律宾、尼加拉瓜、甘比亚、巴基斯坦、越南以及柬埔寨等国家，帮助了孩子，也帮助了大人。或许我们还无法得到这样的成就，同学们也不妨观察看看生活周遭有什么有待解决的问题，并加以利用身边的知己人。或许你就是下一个掀起浪潮的行动家。那我们下个影片再见。